And welcome back to another edition of everyone's favourite show of the week, Monday Night Raw, and it is the go-home show ahead of the Royal Rumble, so a huge show today. We're going to find out if any new matches are being added. We're going to see Drew McIntyre back on Raw for the first time in a while, facing off against Goldberg, so let's get straight into it. And we did start off with a face-off. After thanking fans for their well wishes when he was away, he got to the topic of facing Goldberg this Sunday. He was hyping up the match when Miz and Morrison interfered and they started doing their correct bollocks. Before Goldberg's music hit, they stared down for a little bit, beat up Miz and Morrison, and then they stared down a bit more, and that was the end of the segment. I didn't mind this. This was all you really needed to get hyped for this. You could say dream match. So yeah, it was fine in my opinion. But anyway, next up, Charlotte took on Shayna Baszler, and trust me, it wasn't just that. Flair hit a big boot and locked in the figure eight before Nia Jax rushed in, causing the disqualification. Brooke and Rose came out before Lacey Evans came out to attack Charlotte, and then we got a 6-women tag match. Lacey and Mandy were in the ring, and Mandy was dominating as we started off the new match. As the match continued, Brooke and Rose concerned Baszler as they tagged in and out, and Flair came back in and dropped her to the outside. Baszler was stunned, allowing Charlotte to hit a spear to get the win. And then guess what? The heels cried violence again, and the bloody match was restarted once again. Unbelievable. This time Nia Jax, Shayna and Lacey won. I'm not going to go through the whole thing again because it was just a painful experience. 4 out of 10. Next up on Raw, Slapjack took on Xavier Woods. Hooray! Woods started off the match strong with a huge drop kick before he was distracted by Ali. Woods was then hit with a roll up but managed to kick out. Slapjack was in control before Woods eventually got in control and got the win before Ali said he was taking Kofi's place in the Royal Rumble, which made me sad. But I'm going to give this match 5 out of 10. At least Woods won this time. But please, can we just end this storyline? I hate it so much. Riddle and R-Truth were saying that the Hurt Business had got a surprise to them later, before the Hurt Business did come out on Raw. On Raw, the boys got a MVP, a necklace with the team's initials on it. Cedric and Shelton were still bickering before R-Truth made his entrance. Bobby Lashley called Truth to the ring to give him a gift. But they ended up just assaulting him really, and that was the end of the segment before Riddle came out and assaulted them. Great. But anyway, next up on Raw we got Sheamus versus John Morrison once again. Sheamus focused on Morrison's arm and took him down to the mat. Morrison got out of the submission move before being taken down once more. Morrison rolled up Sheamus, but the Irishman got his shoulder up. Sheamus hit the Irish Curse backbreaker to get in control. Sheamus replied with a knee to the jaw and picked up a win with white noise. Then we got another bloody match. Can we just have one match and then this segment's done on this show? Clearly not, because it was Sheamus versus the Miz and Morrison. Miz and Morrison unloaded on Sheamus. Sheamus fought back for a little bit, but as you'd expect, Miz came in, hit the skull-crushing finale for the win. 5 out of 10. Bloody hell. Ric Flair and Lacey Evans were backstage before Charlotte kicked Lacey Evans out before R-Truth took on AJ Styles. AJ unloaded on Truth as the match began and was hit with a backbreaker early on. AJ tried to throw Truth out of the ring, but Truth threw him out instead. Truth came back with a big slam and a 5-knuckle shovel. R-Truth was about to hit the AA, but AJ managed to reverse it and hit the calf crusher for the win. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Utterly pointless match really. Can you find something to do with AJ? Next up on Raw, Riddle was taking on the Hurt Business in a gauntlet match. Benjamin and Riddle kicked off the match. Riddle hit a final flash early on and locked in a guillotine. Benjamin nearly turned it into a suplex, but he was pinned by Riddle following a distraction from Cedric. They were arguing before MVP came down to the ring. Riddle locked in a submission to quickly tap them out. And then Alexander was in the ring. Alexander got his knees up for a Broton, but Riddle took a brainbuster, kicks out and got a triangle choke for the win. And then after the match, Bobby Lashley attacked Riddle. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. Good match, probably the best on the show, and at least we get Riddle v Bobby Lashley, because I kind of weirdly like Riddle's character at the moment. And then Edge announced he was entering the Royal Rumble. Why the bloody hell didn't you just make it as a surprise? That would have been a class moment. But anyway, Asuka v Alexa Bliss was the main event for the title. Asuka landed some kicks and tossed Bliss around the ring before being sent outside after missing a hip attack. We saw a wooden rocking horse in the ring and Alexa was sitting on it. After the break, Bliss had the upper hand and she nearly got the knee full, and it looked like Alexa was going to win the title before Randy Orton came in and RKO Alexa to finish the show. 5 out of 10. Knew this was going to happen, but just don't make it a title match if you're doing this. It just raises expectations too much, and I don't know why I get my hopes up. Overall this week, Raw gets a 5 out of 10 from me. I really thought Raw would pick up this week with the return of Drew and Goldberg and all of that, but let's face it didn't at all, did it? Just another poor show, and just hopefully they can rebound and have a good road to WrestleMania, but I doubt it. Also, have you noticed I'm using just numbers now, not decimals? I hope you like that too. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below, and follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to my other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.